Welcome back to Good Morning LaLa on Hashtag Friday Feels. It's all about love. So we have a marriage and family counselor with us today, Dr. Cheri McDonald. Thank you so much for being with us.
Oh, thank you for having me. I'm most excited.
So tell us a little bit about this book, The Whisperings from Within.
This book, I came from my own life experiences. And so I had a turning point. And I think we all have turning points in our life. You shared a beautiful one this morning. And mine was with my younger sister when she was born. My brother and I came home from preschool with the German measles. And my mother was pregnant with my sister. And so she was born with German measles and had cerebral palsy. And so for some reason that I think I attached a responsibility to that and at 5 years old. And it's amazing what our little minds will do and what we'll attach to. And so, but through that process, relationship, she taught me everything about love, for one. She just emanates love. And so she taught me what life really is all about and what how we impact people. And so through her story and through her struggles and just watching other people interact with her, I realized it wasn't about all the side of the outside. It's about the whisperings from within. And she has this knowledge and this wisdom that I just hungered for. And so my journey in my books and my working with people, I hunger for their whisperings within, learning from them, and through what they carry through the windows of their eyes and what their souls are all about. And so that's where that book came from.
It's amazing because a lot of people who have extraordinary challenges that a healthy person doesn't have, what they can teach other people. Because in my main job, I'm a news reporter and anchor, and I will meet the person who just lost their arms and legs from meningitis, or the person who has 99% of their body scarred from burns. And they're the most positive people. Right. And it always blows me away as to how they can live like that. And then it puts things into perspective, of course, because it's like I'm healthy, my kids are healthy. Like, I shouldn't be complaining that I'm having a bad day because I have arms and legs.
Right, exactly. So, and they say we are really strong and resilient creatures, and that if you meet those people, and that if we have a tragedy in our life, and maybe you can recall one of your own trials and tribulations, that if we go and meet each other a year from now, our personalities will reset and go back to the natural state of happiness prior to our crisis. And so even if we have no arms, we find another way to adapt. And so we are pretty miraculous, and we can do a marvelous wonder if we realize who we are and our capacity.
I just love that. And in the positive psychology world, we talk a lot about the hedonic treadmill, which you mentioned there. What if a person feels like their natural state is a little less happy than they want it to be, and they want to tap into this infinite source or well of happiness within? What would you recommend for those people? We all have different set points, and however, we all have the potential, right? And so that's where I go into rituals and symbols, and that we set up behaviors and we set up intentions to strive for more. We have to identify where we want to go. Where do we want to go? How that scale of happiness, what does that look like? We have to know where we need to go. And that's where we learn that through other people. And that's where, we tap into other paradigms. And so one of the favorite things I love to do, I don't do enough, but I love to travel. And I love to travel. Yes, I like to see the famous places, but I love the ordinary people of every country. And I love how they see life and how they find joy in different things, whether it's gardening, whether it's skydiving, things that I probably wouldn't. I don't know if I'd skydive, so I don't know if I'd do that. So I love to see their joy, and they raise my awareness of what potential is. And then you have to do practice, consistent practice, and you have to put effort in. A lot of people don't realize that life is work.
Right.
Thank goodness, because we grow with work.
I think the effort is a key point. And I was having a conversation with a very important woman in my life just yesterday, and she said, what am I even going to make the effort for? It seems like a lot of work if I would go into therapy and I'm going to dust out all these cobwebs, and I'm getting a high just thinking about it. What would I even do this for? I'd rather just take this pill and numb out. Why would I do that? What do I say to her?
And I just had someone share that with me yesterday. And a lot of it is it's fear-based, and they don't want to have pain. However, as we learned earlier today in the show, we don't escape pain. We just store it differently. And usually and first, we have an experience, and then we have a belief about it. This is horrible. And then we have a feeling about it. This is frightening. And then we have an illness about it. Cancer. And so we can choose to deal with one way or another. And so the challenge is, why not deal with it when we just think about it, and then we explore those feelings and express those feelings so we carry it down to the cells of our body. Science is showing, I'm sure you know, that now we store trauma in the very cells of our body. And so we have to get them out. And that's why all therapies are good. Talk is one therapy, one level. And where you talked about prayer and meditation and yoga, you know, I went to and became certified to teach yoga just for that reason, is I want to teach people how to get it out of the cells of their body.
I just love that. There's a Rumi quote, and I'm not going to get it right, but the idea of essentially the door you fear to open leads to a room of peace.
Oh, I love that.
Right? It's just
I love
so
that.
powerful.
Yes.
And how many times we've experienced that where you think there's a monster under the bed when you're a kid and you're afraid to look, but if you would just look, you'd see there's no monster. But we
Yes.
wait and we wait.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. We have great imagination. We can create the greatest monsters and the greatest peace.
Yes.
Fear, false evidence appearing real.
Yes, I love that too.
Amen. Dr. Cheri, please tell everyone where they can find and follow you.
You can find me at aplacetoturn.com. That's my website, and all my other contact information is on there. And you can also get my book. And right now, my latest book, Heal Your Trauma, Heal Your Marriage, 7 Steps to Root, Rebound, and Rise, is free. So please have to it. And I'd love feedback so that I'm learning from you.
It's amazing. Free.
you.
You've got to get that. Yeah. It's amazing.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Cheri. Thank you.
Right back.